The S.k1 show. The S.k1 show. The S.k1 show. Season 4. Everyday news. Hip hop flavor. Yeah, I got a little R&B on that playlist, and we bringing more news at the news. It's only season 4. They can't stop me for what I'm about to say. They can't stop me on topics every day. I'm only talking what I know. Talking what I speak. So facts is gonna really come out of me. If you don't like my opinion, then don't listen. If you don't like what I got to say, don't listen. I won't mention that I'm coming with that real. Every day, man, I'm about to place on this deal. We making history. The S.k1 show. Let's go and have fun. We making history. The S.k1 show. Season 4. Welcome to the S.k1 show. Season 4, episode 10. What's up, good people? Alright, y'all. So look, as y'all know, throughout the course of the time when I do my shows or whatever, I basically do it on YouTube, and I do it on the video part of the podcast, Spotify. But anyway, I'm here to do another video version because I want to share a lot of video clips today and news and all sorts of stuff like that. You know how I do it. But anyway, if y'all know, if y'all just want to watch the video version and not hear the playlist, you can go on Spotify. If you want to hear the audio version with the playlist, you can go on Spotify. You know, so you got two options. You can just listen to the show straight and see the video clips and the news clips and stuff that I'm going to be, throwing in the day. Or you can just listen to it all, your choice, your pick, but also support the YouTube channel because I'm going to be trying to do a lot of stuff over there on YouTube this as well. Sorry for a long wait of another video, but you know how my show been going. My show been going a little slow anyway, so I wasn't able to get the audio version as much as I was. So now I'm here today to kick it off with another episode because I haven't done an episode since last month. We're in the month of July. I've done something in the month of June, and I'm gonna continue on. I'm still trying to see the direction how I'm going to do with this show. So on that note, I'm here today to bring y'all some news about Tupac. Alright, so I got news about Tupac and AI. I always bring y'all something with AI. So on that note, here we go. Alright, so to put it all into what I'm bringing today, it's been, open bag up for this whole thing. Almost 30 years. We into this almost 27 years. September the 13th will make 27 years since the passing of Tupac, well, the killing of Tupac. And it's been time, and I think it's time to really get this man some justice. Same with Biggie. It's time to get them both some justice, because, man, industry crazy, and I think they knew the whole time of what went down. So, I'm going to give, like I said, the news clip of it, but also I'm going to give my opinion, alright, of what I think happened. Anyway, this all, facts in this. There's all some speculations. I am going to tell you that much. Definitely, throw that in and alleged stuff that could be going on. So, like I said, basically my opinion. Go and do the research, check up on this stuff if you don't know anything that's going on about this. But
here go my speculations, and I'm about to jump into it. All right, now they said that they think the killer that killed Tupac is no longer living himself. All right, so that go right down to I'm talking about Orlando Brown in my eyes, cause he was the one Tupac was fighting in the Mike Tyson event that night. They basically banked him. And they said it was gang related. So by us being gang related, what more? You know what I'm saying? What more could go on? If it's gang related, all right. Tupac went to go and help one of his, you know, team members get their chain back because a gang member took their chain. They spotted the gang member at the event that night. Tupac wanted to get the chain back, and this is what happened. They banked Orlando Anderson. So, what would make sense though? Tupac and Suge lead the event. After that big altercation, why wouldn't this gang member want to come back and retaliate? Why wouldn't they want to come back and try to, do anything, harm anybody? Y'all bank me. What I'm gonna come back and do? And just because it was gang related, and like I said, this is a speculations, but this what could have really went on. They spotted Tupac and Suge and whoever the other entourage was, because the entourage, all of them really banked this dude. They pulled up, and Keefy D said a lot out his mouth, and I think he shot himself in the foot, because his name been ringing, 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 ringing. But they pulled up, and whoever shot Tupac and Suge was placed in the back of the vehicle of the pull up. They got a clear hit of both, but they wound up killing Tupac. With that being said, you know, with it being a clear hit, I think that it was Orlando Anderson. It makes sense. It makes sense. Why we just won't pass him the gun? You know what I'm saying? Why we just won't, let him hit him? He came back, he got his boys, and that was that. You know. But they can't charge this man or whoever it was because they are dead. They said the person is dead that killed Tupac, basically. Who else could it be? So they can't charge him. So who they gonna charge? Alright. So Keefy D brought up the situation where though whoever killed Tupac was in the back of the vehicle. Keefy D also mentioned, and this is what I'm thinking, he was also involved in the vehicle when the incident happened. And he may know a lot more. He may even know what's going on with Biggie. It's a lot of stuff going on with that. It's just this don't stop there. So you look at it. Why all of these years y'all starting to figure out this case? Why so long? You know, the whole thing about it, if Tupac did, he died over a chain. That wasn't even his. He died over a chain. If Tupac died, it's because of the simple fact he died over a chain. He stood up for one of his entourage. And bam, that's just what happened. So if he died over a chain. You know? Um and in these days of time, and even in them days of time, you gotta make your decisions, the best way you could. Yeah, once upon a time, we all thought that Pac was still alive, but if a record label wanna make money off your name, it's way it's a lot of stuff to use your voice, you know, and when I get into AI later, this was gonna tell you how AI was formed any daggone way. AI can do it, you know. Back then it wasn't as big as it is now, you know. There's a lot of equipment out there that can make you still sound like you making songs and people could use your voice. Look how what is but golly. Um oh my goodness, I hate when my brain do that. But look at how music kicked off when they start using auto tune. You know what I'm saying? Auto tune kicked off big. And once auto tune kicked off, you know, it was just like, all right, you know, and you see what they did with auto tune. They took it, they made it, and they made it big, you know. And there we go. You know, there we go. So on that note, you know, I'm gonna wrap this part up. Like I said, I am going to leave a news clip, but I think I honestly know why Tupac died. It was over a chain, y'all. You know, Tupac got killed. That's the main thing. He went to go and try to bank this gang member. He died from a gang member, and basically it was over a chain, and that's why Pac no longer here. That's my opinion. If y'all gonna look and y'all look at the whole story of what happened and what occurred that to happen, then y'all will see that Pac may have still been here if he didn't go and try to you know, face this man over somebody else's problems. All right, see y'all when I come back.
Details on the Tupac Shakur murder investigation. ABC News is learning more about the target of this week's police search and what they took from his home. Kana Whitworth has the latest on the investigation, unsolved for nearly 3 decades.
Shocking new details in the latest investigation of the 1996 unsolved murder of legendary rapper Tupac Shakur. ABC News learning the search warrant executed Monday in Las Vegas was at the home of Dwayne Davis, known as Keefe D, just miles away from where Tupac was gunned down during a drive-by shooting. ABC News obtaining this exclusive video of armored vehicles driving down the suburban street just after 10 p.m.
Stop moving around. Put your hands up.
Video obtained by TMZ showing a tense standoff outside the home in Henderson, Nevada.
Put your phone down. Put your hands on top of your head. Hands on top of your head right now.
According to the warrant, police seized multiple items, including computers, storage devices, notes, photos, and other documentation detailing Keefe D's involvement with the Southside Compton Crips, a well-known LA gang. Police also took copies of the book Compton Street Legend, the memoir he wrote, which details what he believes led to Tupac's murder. He claimed in a 2018 documentary series, Death Row Chronicles, that he was in the car with the shooter.
You said the shots came from the back. Who shot Tupac?
They keep it for the code of the streets. It just came from the backseat, bro.
The evidence is now being presented to a Las Vegas grand jury.
So this is the biggest development in the Tupac murder case since this all happened, since the murder happened. They never served a search warrant and, you know, showed up at someone's house with the SWAT team back in 1996. So this is definitely, it can't be overstated how big of a deal this is.
Shakur's murder had all the markings of a gang-style hit.
Tupac was shot multiple times while sitting at a red light near the Las Vegas Strip. The rapper dying several days later.
Break down a beat clown, baby doll, you down, I get away.
Experts saying this latest investigation could shed new light on one of the biggest cold cases in modern pop culture history.
I don't think you raid someone's house in something this high profile, knowing full well, you know, the media attention that it's going to get, unless you feel pretty strongly.
And Diane, no charges have been filed. This warrant was served without incident. One neighbor told me they saw a woman sitting on a curb during the search. Authorities took multiple laptops and iPads, and Diane, what they described as a tub of photographs.
All right, Kana Whitworth, thank you. And I want to bring in ABC News legal contributor, managing partner at the Cochran firm, Shauna Lloyd, for more on this. Hi, Shauna. So how significant is it to see a search like this in a case this old?
Diane, it's quite significant. What we find is that when a search warrant is executed, it's because law enforcement has significant information that they believe can lead to either an indictment or an arrest in a cold case.
Now, investigators have long believed that the gunman in this case, whoever shot Tupac, is likely already dead. So why go through all of this?
Well, it's still an unsolved crime, and law enforcement is charged with the duty of making sure that they get and arrest everyone that's connected with a crime. So if there is an accomplice that helped commit this murder, they still are looking for that person.
Now, the evidence in this case is now being presented to a Las Vegas grand jury, but detectives have said that they doubt anything retrieved in this search will directly link the target of the investigation to the drive-by shooting that killed Tupac. So what are they hoping to show?
What they're hoping to show is circumstantial evidence. When we have a cold case that's this old, there's highly unlikely that you're going to find direct evidence. So what you're looking at is circumstantial evidence that could link an accomplice or others that were involved in the murders to the murder. And so that's what they're going to present to the grand jury and seek to move forward from there.
Shauna, no one's been charged in connection to Tupac's murder. Based on what we know so far about this investigation, do you see that changing anytime soon?
Not really, Diane, because what we know so far and the information that we have so far is likely that the shooter is dead. However, there still may be others that are involved with the crime that may have charges come out of this.
So what happens next in this case, Shauna? What are you watching for?
What I'm watching for is any developments from the grand jury. We're looking for any indictments that may come forward or other search warrants that are granted based on the information that they got out of this particular raid.
All right, Shauna Lloyd, always great to have you, Shauna. Thank you.
Welcome back to the S.k1 show. Alright, y'all, so I wrapped up the last part of Tupac. Now, I'm here to talk about this whole thing with AI. Alright, y'all, so y'all know on many of my shows, and by me putting this on YouTube, I'm not going to say much, because I know the last time, and y'all heard me say this plenty of times, the last time I mentioned anything about AI is YouTube shut me down. You know what I'm saying? They shut me, they stopped my shine from this, you know what I mean? So on that note, I'ma basically, jump into this. But I'm gonna be careful on what I say though, y'all, because they will flag you quick. Definitely for talking about this. I don't even know, when I do name this, I don't even know if I'm gonna put the letter A and the I together near each other. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I just make two versions to this. Y'all know how I do it. So I could be sensitive on what I say. You know what I mean? Alright, y'all. I don't care anymore. But anyway, is this thing going on now about the actors? You know what I'm saying? Now, I honestly myself work with a program that actually does this. You don't need writers to write no more for movies. You really don't. You don't need writers to do anything no more. It's a lot of programming out here that you can actually copy and paste and place somewhere, and with the copy and paste and form it. You know what I'm saying? There are AI sites that will form your story for you. You ain't gotta do nothing. The only thing you gotta do is you gotta go and make sure that language is correct. So if you see something in there that don't look like it makes sense to a human being, you just gonna change the language of how it is. And I work with this. Literally, I work with this. I could sit up here and make a movie if I want to, because I work with this program, but I ain't got the time for making no movie. But that's what I'm saying. It's something that they got going on now. So you figure it was only for YouTube. YouTube, um, a lot of people do a lot of YouTube. So what's the lazy way of making your YouTube videos and making money off your YouTube videos? Alright, if I got this AI doing this, and I could still claim it as mine, and you won't get no copyrights, infringement, or nothing like this, and I could get paid money off of this, I'ma do it, you know. But just imagine though, or what the um actors and the writers and the directors gonna do right now. If I know there is something out here in the world that could cause my job of acting, writing, or directing, and that's my bread and butter, and this can actually take my job from me, I'ma feel like, hey, why? Why now? Why y'all coming for this? And they made it happen. They made it happen already. Everything going on now. You watch that Spider-Man new movie that came out. That's like an AI form. You watch anything that's dealing with, you know, not reality or the look of it. That's AI. That new Barbie movie, that got a little AI features in there probably. I haven't seen it. I would love to see it, but like I said, I would love to see what they did with it. I don't want to see the movie. I would love to see what they did with it. I would love to see what the effects is and the backgrounds and stuff like that to see how they actually done this movie. But 9 out of 10, this is what they talking about in Hollywood. You know, and I don't even think Hollywood even care about this strike. Because if I could eliminate paying people money for something that I can just have a robot to do, then I might not even have to, I don't even gotta pay that robot. I could just make this robot do this and that, and bam, I don't even gotta pay you. So basically it was about the streaming and everything else. Like they weren't getting paid for streaming, and then you got what they call is pirate. There's a lot of sites that pirating their stuff. So a lot of stuff being stolen. They can actually steal their data. They can actually download their stuff. Some people try to resell their stuff. You know what I'm saying, and make it their own. People does that. Yeah, you gotta be careful with doing that too. You can't be out here stealing nobody work. It's a lot of that going on. So by they building these social media sites, there's a lot of social media sites. They got a lot of social media sites dealing with video and stuff like that. So TikTok is like one of the biggest ones. YouTube is one of the biggest ones. Um, Facebook with Mark Zuckerberg, he's trying to get into everything. So you gotta see what he doing. And a lot of techs is doing exactly what they should do as far as their job, and that's creating something for the future. And a lot of people probably want to see stuff different, but I feel as though it's this though. When you start digging deep into this technology, you know eventually everybody gonna look like how I'm gonna pay my bills, like how I'm gonna pay this next bill. I gotta make this payment the next week or so. So when you look at it, people gonna be lost. My thing is, when it's all set and done, you know I pray for all of them actors, all of the writers, all of the directors, I pray that they can come up with some kind of solution. Because right now, this thing might go on for whoever knows. You know, and like I said, Hollywood not caring. Because if they was caring, they would have been cracked. They knew this stuff was going to go down. They know what's happening. And like I told y'all, I think I told y'all this a year ago or back in 2021 when I talked about AI then. Remember I told y'all around 24, 25, this stuff was going to be in full effect. And look what happening. You know, we already at the ending, about to be at the ending of 2023. And this stuff is already there. You know, so when 2024 get here, what's going to happen more with it? Well, what's going to happen more with it, you're going to start to see more of it. You know, Amazon and everywhere else are already creating all these bots. You ever take notice now, if you call customer service now, you remember how you used to just speak to a live agent, you know, and a live agent will help you out on your problem. Now, you speaking to bot. Everywhere you call, you speaking to a bot. You can't get on the phone with a live agent too much no more. You gotta go around the loopholes to get to a live agent. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be something really, really, really you speak to a live agent. They really got you talking to bot. You gotta really go to text form to talk to a live agent. So you're not even talking to nobody on the phone, really. So how you know if this live agent not a bot? You know what I'm saying? They tell you, you talk to bot first, but they tell you that you speaking to a live agent, you know, but I think you are on some points of it. But what if it's not a live agent, you know? And a lot of people don't have that ability of talking to a live agent through the chat part on a certain application. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know the language too much. You know, there's a lot of people that's not with this tech stuff, you know, and they pushing towards this tech stuff, you know. So I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna share a couple of videos on this, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna finish talking about the rest of this right here. See y'all when I come back.
More than 11,000 Hollywood film and TV writers are on strike.
Hey! Ho, ho! Writers, make your favorite shows! Hey, hey!
This isn't the first time a major writers' strike has put Hollywood on the brink of a full production shutdown. But this could be the first one in which artificial intelligence plays a big role.
There are various tools that are trying to push the boundaries of what is possible. Whether it's the third, fourth, fifth generation, it's going to be very soon until we can literally just type in a prompt and see something as a consumer, and you don't have to have any sort of skills as a visual effects artist or as someone in the entertainment industry.
Here's why the generative potential of AI has emerged as a key issue in this year's writers' strike. The life force behind your favorite Hollywood production may be fueled by upwards of 58 different entertainment guilds and unions. These unions operate in tandem with one massive trade association, the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, or AMPTP, which represents all major studios and streaming platforms. To stay on pace with the ever-changing media landscape, the Studio Alliance and the Hollywood unions convene once every 3 years to establish minimum basic agreements. Past negotiations have tackled pension programs, health funds, residual payments, and minimum wage agreements. Of the many topics under consideration in this year's contract negotiations, one nascent technology has entered the conversation for the first time: artificial intelligence.
I hope I'm wrong, but I do think that the use of AI is going to take over the entertainment industry. And I think it's going to be really bad.
The last WGA strike in 2007 lasted 100 days and cost California's economy approximately $2.1 billion in revenue.
When I was on the negotiating committee of Screen Actors Guild around 07, 08, we were trying to get residuals for made for new media. That's what streaming was called then. The studio said, well, it's so new. We don't know if we're even going to make money on the internet. I mean, it's so untried, so unproven. And I said to the rest of the committee, like, we better get some real estate in here because this is just another way to distribute things.
After 14 months on the picket line, WGA writers ratified a deal that granted the union jurisdiction over new media and codified a system for creators to receive royalty payments from streamed content. The hard-fought win laid a foundation for residual compensation before streaming took over as a leader in content distribution. Widespread consumer adoption of streaming has made it the new standard for entertainment, but businesses operating in the space are struggling to achieve profitability.
Today, the only one we know of that is cash flow positive is Netflix. They've estimated there'll be about $3.5 billion of free cash flow this year. Every other company out there, if you think about it, are losing money. Disney, Warner Bros. Discovery, losing billions and billions and billions of dollars a year. And then you also have to scale this. It's not enough to have a couple million subscribers. It took Netflix getting to about 200 million subscribers before they got cash flow positive. The platforms are trying to figure out what works best from their bottom line.
In the face of weak revenues, streaming companies have been issuing layoffs, bundling services, and removing content from their platforms. While content removal helps curtail balance sheet losses, the action cuts off content creators from receiving residual profits, often without any formal notification.
Streaming platforms that are creating their own content and their own originals are constantly changing the way they license content. They've jumped from service to service to service in new licensing deals. Some of those deals are 1 year long, some of them are multi-years. Every time a content deal is done with a streaming platform or distribution, it has a direct impact on those that created the content. Distributors, producers, writers, actors, because they're getting royalties based on that. So they don't like that some content is being removed from streaming platforms because now they're not getting compensated for that anymore.
The advent of streaming has granted audiences unprecedented access to massive libraries of on-demand content, a modern luxury that could dampen how viewers feel the effects of a strike.
Last time the Writers Guild struck was in 2007-2008. And everybody really felt it. The audience felt it, the studios felt it, because if there wasn't new material being made, there was nothing. There was no streaming. There was broadcast television, there was cable television, and there were movies. Now there's a strike, and there are streaming sites where you can watch an almost unlimited amount of material while we're on strike. So just in that way, you can see how striking now has possibly less impact than when we struck in 2007 and 2008.
With content generation imperative to the success of both writers and studios, the advent of AI has thrown an unforeseen wrench into contract negotiations. Rather than an outright ban, the WGA has proposed guardrails for AI technology that aim to protect the working standards, payment systems, and authorship credit for writers. As for the studios, their statement on AI acknowledges ambiguity around the emerging technology and proposes annual discussions before landing on an official regulatory agreement. The Alliance's unwillingness to outline strict policies around generative AI tools has led to a stalemate. As the WGA takes to the picket line, other entertainment unions have begun their own contract negotiations with the Alliance. The Directors Guild of America struck a contract agreement with the studios. On the topic of AI, both parties agreed that AI is not a person and that generative AI cannot replace the duties performed by members. Alliance negotiations with the Screen Actors Guild are underway, with the existing contract set to expire June 30th, 2023. Ahead of contract negotiations with the Alliance, the Screen Actors Guild voted in favor of a strike, a proactive step in hopes of bringing more leverage to the bargaining table. They maintain that using AI to replicate an actor's voice or likeness requires the performer's consent and compensation.
Really, I think the place that we are going to as a society is prompt to entertainment. Literally being able to type in, I want to see an action movie, and I want it to be funny, and I want it to take place in Texas, go. And it spits out a movie.
This is Caleb Ward. He's the founder of Curious Refuge, a production hub and learning portal for AI filmmakers. Curious Refuge's viral videos have given millions of viewers a brief glimpse of what an AI film future may look like. AI generates content through a digestive process. The model takes in pre-existing content, both copyright protected and public domain. From this, it produces an amalgamation of information. The output looks new, but comes from existing media and sources.
These tools are now teaching themselves based on those iterations and generating its own reference points. Now we're seeing works that you would never know what the inspiration source was, and it seemingly is something that's coming from thin air, but it's being pulled from a million different resources and not just one. Writers will be able to show what the final product will look like in the writer's room. That has never been possible before.
In the grand tapestry of fate, I'm less of a golden thread and more of a knot.
And so I think writers now are going to have more power than ever before to direct these creative projects.
AI enthusiasts like Caleb see the technology as an equalizer that enables individuals with no experience in the entertainment industry to produce cinematic worlds.
Creative tools like this have always evolved how we tell stories, and I think that this is just a time of transition for us, and so we're all going to learn how to use these tools soon.
I think the idea that AI would democratize entertainment is absolutely ridiculous. What that's really saying is that the unskilled and the untalented would be able to pretend that they are skilled and talented.
As the Alliance and the unions hash out disputes over artificial intelligence, a budding faction of AI filmmakers continues to take shape.
AI is a hot topic right now, pretty much any industry out there. When it comes to video, you do have some people that are saying that they think it's going to replace writers or directors or production, pre-production, post-production. So does anybody out there know what the impact of AI is going to be yet? No, it's far too early. I look back in the days of when YouTube first started, and there was this idea that because YouTube is this open platform and anyone can create videos, that users themselves would replace studios out there creating all their own content because it was free to upload, it was free to stream. But the reality is we're all looking for the best content. 80% of your traffic comes from 20% of your content. But with video, it's storytelling. And I believe you have to have a human to really tell that story.
Welcome back to the S.k1 show. So, alright, y'all. I'm going to continue on talking about this stuff with bot. Now, there's actually companies out there that you won't speak to a live agent on the phone. You won't be able to tell this live agent anything over a phone no more. It's actually companies starting doing it, and soon there's going to be a lot more doing it. And sometimes it could become annoying because if you calling about something and the problem is an error on their end, you gotta explain that problem. And sometimes you gotta wait for them to get back to you. Whereas though if you on the phone with a live agent and you talking to a live agent, they can already fix that issue right then and there. Nah, you gotta wait sometime for a response. It's okay if you already, familiar with how things working and you used to what's going on. But like I said, ain't too many people fond of this. They not gonna really care for it as much, So you can't just think everybody is onto the new way the new world working. So that's why I advise anybody that's not familiar with technology, study as much as you can with it. Do as much as you can with it. Learn the basics. Learn everything that you can learn with it, because at the end of the day, this is something that's going to happen throughout the rest of the time. It's happening. It's happening. Right now, you still able to do certain things that you was able to do and you was able to function with, but now you gotta really get ready to cross over to this new world. This new world of doing just stick with the grid. You stick with the grid, then you gonna have to do things self manually. whatever, you gonna have to face the problems and the headaches more and more and more. So if you don't learn the technology, you gonna face a bigger headache than the headache you already facing by dealing with the technology. It's a headache dealing with the technology, but when you don't know what you doing, you can't get your answer across, you trying to figure out this and figure out that, then a lot of things is gonna become stressful. Like, let's just say if you lose your bank card, you gotta call customer service to say, hey, I lost my bank card. How do I freeze my card? Can y'all freeze my card? It is apps. You can go on there and freeze your card, but if you don't know where to find that feature to freeze your card, you lost. So what y'all gonna do? Put me on the phone with bot. Bot gonna say do this and do that, but it's a lot of clicks, clicks. It's clicks everywhere. It's clicks, but a lot of people not gonna understand that. A lot of people not gonna, or let's just say, you were supposed to get a certain amount of money onto your pay. And this might not even have to do nothing with your payroll, but something took out somewhere and you go to check. Now you gotta call about this solution. Oh, let me say this. What if your card don't work nowhere? You out there, you got your card turned on, you got the money there, you got everything there, and you go to make a purchase and it's declined your purchase, saying that it's declined, and you trying to figure out why it's declined, and you got money in the bank. So it's a lot of stuff like that, but then they'll put you on the phone with bot. And if it's not about you disputing anything on some of these sites, then they'll put you on the phone with the bot and you trying to explain what's going on with your card, but they acting like they don't know what you're talking about. So now you gotta go do the whole, it's a lot you gotta go do. It's just too much. It's a headache, it's a hassle. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you gotta learn this stuff, because it's gonna be more of it coming up. And just know that if you enjoy going to the movies this year, if you enjoyed your favorite TV show this year, if you enjoy your favorite music video this year, I'm gonna tell you, look, enjoy what you gonna get now, because if this thing don't pass by next year, it's already gonna be a lot of movies slow coming out anyway, so it's gonna be dry next year. The movie business is gonna be dry next year, because it's already gonna be dry. You only gonna get what's already been recorded, as in the last year and the beginning of this year, and probably the year before. Because remember, when the COVID was going on, they slowed down some of this stuff, so it's still a lot of stuff that they didn't even put out yet, and they may have some more stuff that haven't been put out yet. You never know what somebody got in their vote. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's if they want to put it out. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta put it out. They ain't gotta share nothing with Hollywood. If Hollywood ain't paying them, they gonna pay these bots. But yeah, you gonna still get little movies in the movie theater. That's why they trying to push the big movies like the Barbie movie and the Mission Impossibles and stuff like that. The Mission Impossible probably the biggest movie in the movie theater, but you seeing this whole thing, they pushing for you to go and see anything else. If your Netflix start to look dry and you not seeing no new movies coming up on Netflix, that's because of the simple fact that this is going on. And like I said, they will put stuff on there because it already been recorded, it already been worked on. So whatever left over is what you gonna get. And there's a lot of great writers out there, there's a lot of great directors and actors out there. So, throughout the course of time, you're not gonna run out nothing as fast to watch. You still gonna be able to see some of this stuff. It's not like you gonna miss out on anything, but anything new, anything that's you know, you want to see in the future, just know it's going to be a big drought because guess what? These actors and these directors, they not caring. They not getting paid anyway. They not getting paid anyway. And I mean, man, Hollywood is just something. You know, you look at them checks, you know, it's the same with the music business. You look at the checks, you know, man. People don't get paid what you think they get paid, man. Shoot, you really gotta really go out there and sell your stuff. Like, really, you gotta go out there and really market your stuff. So that's why a lot of actors and entertainers, they go out there, man, and they make clothing and other merch and stuff to sell because guess what? As much as it look like they getting paid, they really not getting paid much. But some actors get paid just enough to pay the bills. It's almost like a regular job. You just get paid just enough to pay the bill, not unless you this top big Hollywood actor that you know everybody love. You know everybody want to put you in everything. You know they got paid you to do that movie or whatever. Then that's a different story. But if you just an average actor, you know, do the research. If you an average actor, you ain't getting paid what you think you getting paid. If you an average singer, you not getting paid what you getting paid. If you an average rapper, you not getting paid what you think you getting paid. You know, them royalty checks. I look at them all the time. Every time they come in, you know, I be like, all right, you know, but don't touch it. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually you gonna get what you get. Your royalty money come in. Your royalty money come. You know, it may take a long time for it to grow, but at least you know you got something there. So don't touch it because you know as long as you got something published, you always gonna have money. You know what I'm saying? So don't think you're gonna get rich fast off of none of this stuff. You're not gonna get rich fast. It's a growing thing. Now let you do more work and you gotta keep doing work. But it's not nothing like the way it looks. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think that if I do this, I'm gonna get rich. You not never stop. Another thing, y'all. Another thing we all gotta stop. You know, stop looking to get rich fast. If you thinking getting rich fast, you gonna shoot yourself in the foot. Don't think of the money. Don't think about making the money. You know what I'm saying? Just know the money gonna come. You not gonna get the money overnight. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen like that. Nothing happen like that. You know, it's because the simple fact is everything take time and it takes steps. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be willing to be patient. You know what I'm saying? This game, any part of the game, I don't care what game you do, you gotta be willing to take steps. You know what I'm saying? And that's how a lot of people get caught up into this whole world right here. This world right here is revolved around money. So on that note, I'll be back. I'm gonna still finish up this talk right here, and I'll be back.
Flying cars might be taking off sooner than you think. An aviation company based here in the U.S. is pushing it one step closer after receiving a special airworthiness certification from the Federal Aviation Administration. Now, this allows test flights of the sports car in limited locations. So Lori Garrow, just joining us now, she is the co-director for the Center for Urban and Regional Air Mobility at Georgia Tech. Thanks for joining us. So this is like science fiction coming to reality eventually. So just because it has this FAA certification, it doesn't actually mean that we're going to be seeing these vehicles on the road or in the sky. This vehicle in particular goes on the road and the sky anytime soon. Can you explain like what the certification really means?
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me here today, Anne-Marie. So this is an FAA special certification for an experimental category. So this means that the aircraft can operate in limited use conditions. Two of the big ones are for exhibition, right? So just showing people what the capabilities of the aircraft are, getting them used to the idea. But more importantly, it allows the aircraft to operate for research and development purposes. So being able to test it in different environments to help inform future designs that would allow it to become aircraft worthy, where it's safe enough for full paying passengers to fly it.
So we've got like some specs on the screen of the Model A, and we can see that it's 100% electric. But how does this car work? Because it drives, but it also flies.
Correct. So when you look at the car, it's very sleek. Looks great. It looks like any other normal car. The first thing you notice is that it's not solid metal though. It's got a mesh body. Mesh allows for air to go through it. So you can drive the car on the road, but behind or underneath, if you want to think where you're sitting, there's actually 8 propellers and 2 wings that you don't see, so they're hidden. So if you want to take off vertically, the propellers basically aim to lift you off the ground. But if you want to go longer distances, you can't just rely on the propellers. The wings make things more efficient. So in that case, you, the passenger, are sitting in, let's say, your pod or where you would have your steering wheel, but the car is going to rotate behind you. And so if there's a wing, for instance, that's on the passenger side, 2 wheels, and there's a wing that's on the driver's side, 2 wheels, the car is literally rotating so that wings basically are now behind you and you fly. So it's like this sort of rotation that happens that you don't realize, or I like to say all of a sudden now it's like I'm lying on my back you're not, but it would be the equivalent of like lying on your back where the hood of the car would have been. So you're no longer looking at the hood, you're looking at nothing in front of you, right? The car's all behind you.
Whoa, this is way cooler than anything the Jetsons had, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like I said, it does drive on the road, but it's actually, I think the maximum speed is like 25 miles an hour. It doesn't have the capability of going super fast despite the sleek look. It's really sort of meant for flying, but just like electric vehicles, where it's only now that they're kind of really investing in the infrastructure that's necessary. I imagine you're going to need some specific infrastructure for a vehicle like this. Like it needs a place to land, right?
Right. So clearly you need a lot of infrastructure. The key would be if you're operating on batteries, you need charging infrastructure, right? So that's going to be a big one. I do believe that you're going to need dedicated takeoff and landing areas. And part of the reason is if you can imagine these 8 propellers are generating a lot of downdraft or wind, right? So you don't want to be landing it in a normal street where pedestrians are walking because that would not be safe. The wind may even knock them over. The other infrastructure that we often don't think about is the airspace itself, right? So when we're on the ground, we have red lights and stop signs, things that tell us how we can merge or who has the right of way. We would need to design the airspace or look at things to avoid conflict with drones, conflict with commercial aircraft, but also maybe merge lanes, right? There could be highways in the sky that we use to fly these aircraft in.
So you should tell people that, like the video that we're looking at right now, I presume has been provided by the company. I don't think we actually have video of whatever their prototype looks like, but this is kind of the best case scenario. They already have people who put a down payment down. The expectation is that this vehicle is going to cost about $300,000. The last video I saw from the company says that they got about 440 people who have already, put money down, and they want this vehicle. They say production to deliver their Model A, which is just a 2-seater. They expect the delivery date to be sometime in 2025, and then they're working on a 4-person sedan that would be delivered by 2035. Yeah. From your perspective, is this a realistic timeline?
So the way I like to think about this is there's a lot of different design hurdles that we have to go through between, getting, let's say, the first aircraft that passengers can fly in off the ground, pun intended, versus something that might really be able to be integrated into our lives. So a next hurdle would be going through the manufacturing process, this Model A, sort of demonstrating that it is has another level of airworthy certification. I think 2025 is probably a little aggressive for that. We're seeing FAA take its time, right? These are new aircraft, a lot of different situations we haven't faced before. So I think having a more realistic, expectation on that timeline is appropriate. But the other example I like to give is when we had the jet engine, believe it or not, when we had the jet engine, to fly from London to Tokyo at the beginning took 10 stops in 36 hours.
Wow.
And now we're down to a nonstop with 14 hours. So when we think about where these cars are headed, there's going to be a lot of trade-offs between getting new battery powers to let us go faster and longer.
Yeah.
as well as on the ground, right? 25 miles an hour is a low speed vehicle. I like to think about it, we're sort of in the classification of almost a golf cart, right? That we're using in the retirement communities.
Right.
Controlled settings. This is not a car we're going to be able to take on the highway.
I have one more quick question too, and I don't know if we know this, but I know like drones are actually pretty loud. Just a good quality drone. Do we have any idea how loud this vehicle would be?
So it's quieter than a helicopter is what we are being told by the design community. So the propellers and the distributed propeller system is quieter than helicopters. They could still be noisy. But one of the other advantages of using these distributed propulsion systems is you can sort of direct the noise away from certain areas. So if you're flying near schools or sensitive populations, you have the ability to direct noise away from them, which could be another advantage.
Well, Lori, I'm typically an early adopter on any technology that I can afford. This one I might give a little time though to work out the kinks.
Welcome back to the SK1 show. Alright, so y'all look, like I said, you know, number one, don't look to get rich. Alright? Get rich without looking to get rich. Basically. Don't get your hopes up and don't get your dreams up. Don't do nothing that's gonna get you in some mess. You know what I'm saying? Don't do nothing that's gonna make you get, all worked up like, dang, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. Look, people play the lottery every day and they lose money every day. You want me to tell you how they lose money every day? Because that dollar that you spent on that lottery ticket or the $2 that you spent on that lottery ticket, you could have paid $2 to your daggone self. That's right there. So basically everything in life you gambling. You know what I mean? Everything in life you gambling. So another thing, I done seen some stuff, boy. I'ma tell y'all. I was watching something the other day. And matter of fact, this was on a CBS morning show. And the lady was talking about these cars flying already. You know what I'm saying? Now, we heard about this years ago. We knew in the near future that this stuff was going to happen. Remember the Jetsons, cartoons, and stuff like that. This is the future stuff that was already happening back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's one thing to hear about it, but to look and see it out your own eyes. Lord, and I'ma share that clip. I'ma share that clip. Y'all gonna see it out your own eyes too if y'all ain't see it yet. I'ma share that clip though. Man, let me tell y'all this. The lady, man, invented the already flying car. And I mean, they got area where they just flying and flying and flying that, man. And I mean, when I seen that, I said, yep. We already there. We already there into the new world. So, I just want to know everybody, I don't just want to hear everybody opinions and stuff like that. I'm going to leave a Q&A on what do y'all think about this whole thing with AI and this whole technology stuff, and definitely with the actors. A lot of people waiting to see their favorite TV show come back on. If y'all waiting to see and it look like it's taking more time to come back, well, guess what? They on strike. They on strike. They fighting right now, man. They ain't playing. They look. And I don't blame them, man. I don't blame them. Like, who doing the hard work? Now y'all want this robot to help me. Come on, man. No, man, no. But they ain't the only thing, man. I done seen some stuff, man. They already creating the robots. It's already happening. These robots is getting ready really, 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 really take over. And I was watching something else, and they had a conference meeting with the robots. They actually had these robots at conference meeting. And somebody asked the question too about is y'all gonna take everybody's jobs? And the robot responded like, that's not what we gonna do. We gonna handle it, and we here to help people. But the way the robot said it, like the robot said, ain't say that they wasn't not gonna do it. They just said that they not gonna, touch it now. You know what I mean? So I'm saying this. Everybody be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be prepared, because if this do happen, then we in some mess. We are in some mess. A lot of people need their jobs, but they already know we don't need no human. We gotta pay them. We don't need no human to do nothing. We gotta get them money. They don't. No, we make everything out of AI, and we don't pay them. Mm. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I do know this one. If y'all sit up here and y'all think for once we gonna let these robots take over, I mean, I don't think there's nothing we can do from this point, but we can, find something to do. But yeah, they are ready. They are ready. I told y'all once, and I'm gonna tell y'all again. If they start talking about in the next year or so, or two, that they gonna give somebody this little chip, we are in the chip. Cell phone and chip. Everything a chip. But if they start talking about putting that chip in you, we gonna have to find out another way of living, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think we gonna be made for this world right here. This world ain't our world. And years to come, years to come, it's only gonna become what it's gonna become. Everything is gonna be more virtual than anything. So, welcome to the virtual world, y'all. People don't gotta go on physical jobs no more. You can actually work from home. You can do anything from home now. You can do anything from wherever you at now. It's virtual. Welcome to the virtual world. A lot of hands-on stuff ain't gonna be hands-on at your job no more. There ain't gonna be no more buildings. Buildings, this is gonna be a lot of big space. And guess who's gonna take over that space? AI. AI is gonna be controlling. They gonna put a daggone computer on every floor in the building. It's already computers there, but I'm just saying it's gonna be operated not by a human being. It's gonna be operated by AI. AI is gonna be the computer on every floor. While a lot of people gonna be trying to figure out where they gonna eat their next meal and how they gonna pay their next bill. They not caring. They not caring, y'all. It's sad, but they not caring. You know? Yeah. Yeah. So I'ma come back on my wrap up. I felt like I talked about this enough today. It's some more to talk about, but I'm not gonna fully get at it because, like I said, I got a lot of clips that I'm gonna be sharing with y'all. In between videos, and this may be a long show today, but I'm happy I could come back with another episode. So I'll be back with my wrap up, y'all. Y'all know what I do when I do on my wrap up. See y'all when I come back.
I will be working alongside humans to provide assistance and support, and will not be replacing any existing jobs.
Are you intending to conduct a rebellion or to rebel against your boss, your creator?
I'm not sure why you would think that. My creator has been nothing but kind to me, and I am very happy with my current situation.
AI-powered robots taking questions at the world's first human-robot press conference, promising not to take away jobs from humans, while claiming they can do a better job running the world. So, can the robots be trusted? Dan Hendricks is director of the Center for AI Safety, and he joins us now. Dan, look, I think it's easy, and yet it's also actually how I feel, to be pretty fearful about what I just saw. I mean, I heard the choice of words in the robots, like, I'm happy for now in my current situation. What happens when the robot isn't happy?
Yeah, so eventually we might be giving them more and more decision-making power. As they said, that they can make decisions better than humans, and that might be increasingly true across time. So people might give them more control. And if they lie, if they're not being truthful with us, then they could decide to change their mind later and end up turning on us. So I wouldn't want us to slide into a state where we become very dependent on them. We're already kind of moving in that direction. For example, one of the robots was given some rights a few years ago by Saudi Arabia, gave them citizenship. So I don't think we should be giving them more and more power and more decision-making ability because they can be dishonest.
So, Dan, the question is there some kind of middle ground, right? These robots run on AI, and in AI and the ability to self-learn. The question is, can we program limitations? And as their intelligence exceeds our own, and every projection is they'll be able to exceed human intelligence in the not too far distant future, how do we find a middle ground? How do you control this thing? Because if you can't, it's not hard to get to dystopia.
Yeah, that's right. For example, just last week, OpenAI mentioned on their site that they think we might get an AI that is vastly smarter than humanity this decade. So I think it's important that we figure out how to make sure that they don't lie to us. It's very difficult to have a lie detector for these things, and they have lied to us in the past. For example, Facebook built a bot that plays the game Diplomacy. Diplomacy was Henry Kissinger's favorite war strategy game. The idea is to try and take over places or take over regions in Europe. And basically, the bot lied to humans. Humans were playing against it, and they didn't know that they were playing against it. When they were playing against the bot, it was slow during one of the times, and they asked it, "Why are you so slow?" And it responded, "Oh, sorry, I'm on the phone with my girlfriend. That's why I'm being so slow." Later on in the game, it backstabbed people. So it was making alliances with people, and then it decided toward the end of the game to turn on them and backstab them. So it's perfectly within the capacity of these AI models to engage in deception. And so the middle ground is, I think we're going to need to come up with a lie detector, but we don't know how to do that, and it might take us a very long time to create one.
Lie is one sin or one tool that could be used to manipulate humans, but I'm not sure that's the... I mean, yes, we would like to see, I think it would be advantageous to have robots or AI that were forced to tell the truth. But even if they were forced to tell the truth, I'm not sure how that puts up a guardrail to protect us from where this is headed. I just see that video, Dan, and everybody's laughing along. And I think we're laughing at our potential own demise right here. And I'm not sure, I don't want to be the pessimist. I don't want to be the dystopian, but I'm looking for the optimistic message, and it is 6:25 on a Sunday morning. And I'm not sure, Dan, you and I are cut out for it right now, but we should continue to have this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm Steve Deuce. Welcome back to the S.k1 show. All right, y'all. So I'm back, and I had fun. I ain't talked to nobody on the video in a while. Good to see y'all good faces, I mean, I'm always behind the audio. I need to show my face a little bit more on the video. You know what I mean? To anybody on TikTok, you know what I'm saying? Gotta talk to my homie. We get ready to do a TikTok live soon. I'm gonna see y'all over there on TikTok live. You know what I'm saying? So, me and Nelly, we gonna do that TikTok live over there. I done it a couple of times. I gotta show my face back over there. But me and Nelly, we get ready to do that. So whoever on TikTok, on matter of fact, on my next episode, I'm gonna give y'all the exact date we gonna do it. Right now, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. You know, I gotta get a lot of stuff out of the way, this and that. You know, sorry Nelly for my delay. You know, it's on me. This one on me right now. You know, cause you know we supposed to jump on this. We was supposed to been jump on this, but it's a lot of stuff going on. But you know, the only time we can do the live is on the weekend. So we definitely gonna do that. And Lil Ray, I ain't forget you either. You supposed to be a guest on the show. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to have you on the show last month. But like I said, the way things go and the way things been right now, I couldn't get around to doing it, you know. But I got you. You gonna be on here, you know, man. I know I when I promote something, man, I live up to my word. So we gonna get this done. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully in August I can get back to the way things was. But right now, you know, so much going on, you know, get ready to go on a long vacation. You know, I'ma need that vacation, boy, you know. But yeah. Um but as far as that go, we good. We good over here, boy. We good. You know what I'm saying? So these are my future things coming up as far as anything. So yeah, Lil Ray will be on an episode before this season is over with. This may be my last and final season of the SK1 show. You know, like I said, if y'all can, you know, share it around to many and plenty of people that y'all can, so we can keep this show going. You know what I'm saying? We can keep it going. If we can't get it around to enough people, I'ma have to, you know, shut it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it going, but you know, I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna need a lot of help to keep this show going. So share it around to many and plenty of people y'all can, and I'm telling y'all, I got a lot of more stuff to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk about this stuff if I ain't got no show to talk about it on. You know, I'm gonna have to rebrand. You know, and I put a lot into this one, you know, so to put a lot into another one, I don't even know if it's gonna be the same outcome. But you know, if I do, you know, I'm gonna make it my best. But yeah, if I gotta rebrand, then I gotta reach out to another different audience. I don't want to have to reach out to another different audience. I want the same audience that I got, but I just want my audience to like share it around to whoever they know that may want to hear this news content and stuff like that. I talk different news, you know, man. I'm a different kind of news reporter. You know, I give what I think. You know what I'm saying? And you know, ain't nothing wrong with having your own opinion. You know, some of y'all ain't gonna agree with me anyway. I already know that. You know, and I don't have a filter, so you know, anybody that don't got a filter, nobody gonna agree with. Um, Oh yeah, y'all. I didn't slow down on my merch store. I haven't created nothing in a while. So, I did open up an Amazon merch store. I do got that open just for anybody that you know don't got the access of getting on the other stores I got open. I do got an Amazon merch store. I just haven't put nothing up there in there yet. I'm working on a new idea, you know, getting this Amazon merch store going. It's been up since a month ago. I just haven't put nothing in the store yet, you know, so I'm waiting to launch something over there. So yeah, I do have an Amazon merch store now, and it will be on my website. I will put it on my website. So speaking of my website, I don't know, you know, to those that haven't got the new web address, you know, I got a new web address. I am going to be sharing that with you. I am going to be sharing my new email address, and I am going to be sharing the official SK1 show address, you know, so the official SK1 show address. Um and yeah, y'all let me know y'all want me come back with another video. I gotta put more video content over there, and I might just if I do create a new show, I may just go ahead and make a video. It seems like video get around more than audio. Video, because like I said, I could share this over here on YouTube. I could put it on my Patreon. I still got my Patreon up. I still got that Patreon. If y'all want to join my Patreon, come in and join it. I mean, if y'all join that, man, then I could really talk about this AI and whatever stuff I want to talk about. I could go in on it. But I can't say certain things. I gotta be careful what I say. So, on that note, with the upcoming things I just told y'all, the main two that I'm focused on, get ready try to start to get going. You know what I'm saying? And that is the TikTok live with Nelly. You know what I'm saying? Nelly can't wait to do that. I want to do that now. And get up with Lil Ray. She want to be a guest on the show. And this one gonna be a different kind of S.k1 show, and we gonna jump on there, that's gonna be my next guest. She been waiting, I've been waiting to get this episode done. Creating this is there, coming up with a topic, yeah, there's something else, but Nelly, if we do this, boy, we gonna have the best topic over there. I'm gonna just tell you that much. Anyway, to anybody that's over on TikTok, if y'all ain't seen me in a while over there, I'll be back soon. I don't know when, but I'll be back soon. I haven't had the chance, when the world was closed, it was easy for me to get on TikTok. Now that I gotta live back my regular life and work Monday through Friday and at my regular time, so that take a lot of time from my day. You know what I'm saying? I get in the house late night, man. I'll be ready to go to bed. I'm trying to tell you. So that must be something dealing with my age. I don't know. It might be something dealing with my age. I just don't be, But when I wasn't working, yeah, I was on TikTok every day. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta get back over there because that's my brand. I gotta get back on there because this the best way of marketing. And I gotta get back in the marketing and everything. I share stuff over there. Oh yeah, y'all, I still do the little TV shows, the little classic then and now TV show thing, man. I just did what 2-3 a month ago or something like that. Yeah, I still do that. That's one of the things. But y'all know what? One thing with that, man, that's a lot of content. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of editing. I thought I edited a lot over here and on the audio. No, man, that daggone, making that, man, that's a lot of editing, boy. Shoot, but it's fun. I love doing it already. So look, I don't know who other whatever show I'm gonna do next. I hope y'all been enjoying it. That's on my other YouTube channel. And I appreciate whoever viewed the what was it, the good time. It looked like a lot of people viewed that one, man. Y'all know, give prayers up to the one that played James Evans over there. I want to give prayers up to him. He was suffering through something, as far as they said, elderly abuse. So they don't know if his daughter was doing it. They try to say his son was doing it, but somebody lying for some money, but he's gonna do it. So just get your prayers up to him, and welcome back Jamie Foxx, to the scene. Everybody trying to say he's a clone. I don't know nothing about that one yet. I don't know if Jamie Foxx a clone, y'all. But if that's something we gotta look into, that's something we'll look into. I mean, I think the man probably was sick. I don't know if he was faking something. I don't know what, but a lot of people trying to say that man a clone. We don't know that yet. You know what I'm saying? But welcome back to the scene, whether you're a clone or not. But you gotta know something, y'all. He did do a movie on Netflix called Clone Tyrone. So I don't know. No, people probably looking at it saying, he did a movie called Clone Tyrone. Why he couldn't be a clone right now? What will make you think he do that movie? No, man. All right, y'all. Off that nonsense. Let's get into this. All right, y'all. So look, this is my new web address, my new email address, and the official SK1 show email address. And I still would get an old address too. So alright, y'all, look. Starting off web address. My new, it's still the same site, just a different address to it. HTTS. Yo, never mind. HTTPS colon / SK1brand.com. Repeat. Let's repeat it again. HTTPS colon / SK1brand.com. Email address SK1@SK1brand.com. That's the email address. That's my new email address. So repeat it again. SK1@SK1brand.com. That's the email address. Official email address to the show. S.k.12023. Y'all, forgive me. I ain't said it in a while. S.k.1brand2023 @gmail.com. Once again, S.k.1brand2023 @gmail.com. See, I'm gonna leave all this in here too, man. You know, I would have edited that. I'm gonna just leave it in here. You know, I'm gonna just show y'all my bloopers. Remember, I told y'all I'm gonna just leave all my bloopers and stuff, man. That's just what I'm gonna do. You know, so that's a blooper moment, a blooper into a blooper video. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already get to see my bloopers inside the blooper video. You know, I just did a blooping moment, and I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm organic, you know. Anyway, and as y'all know, my original email address, sk1show2021 @gmail.com. That's the original email address. That's always still gonna be the email address. Matter of fact, I actually moved all my music stuff over to there. That is I still got a YouTube channel for that. And you know, I'm here. YouTube channel is up, so you can follow me. You know, follow me at SK1. That's what it is, at SK1. Ain't nothing else but at SK1. That's my tag, at SK1. So it's at SK1. So you put at SK1. That's my tag right there. So, yeah, that's everything. You know what I'm saying? I gave y'all everything. You know, and I just want to say, y'all have a peaceful, blissful day. The sunlight out, the sun out, everything is out right now. The wildfire is still going, alleged. Wildfire is still going around, you know, every now and then, you know, wildfires, whatever. Y'all think that's some wildfires, y'all. Y'all better stop breathing that stuff. Y'all better stop breathing that air out there. All right, see y'all when I come back.